Bipolar disorder. I chose this topic because I recently got diagnosed with bipolar disorder, and I figured this would be a good way to learn more about myself. What is bipolar disorder? This is the first definition that comes up when you Google that question. Bipolar disorder, formerly called manic depression, is a mental health condition that causes extreme mood swings that include emotional highs, which is called mania or hypomania, and extreme lows, which is called depression. What causes it? While there is no exact cause for bipolar disorder, some believe it could be caused by genetics, because you are more likely to have it if someone in your close relatives have it. It could be caused by physical changes in the brain, or it could be caused by environments that you are in. What are the different types? There are 3 different types of bipolar disorder. There's bipolar 1 disorder, bipolar 2 disorder, and cyclothymic disorder. Bipolar 1 disorder is when you have mania and depression. Bipolar 2 disorder is when you have hypomania and depression. And cyclothymic disorder is when you have mania and depression for at least 2 years. What are some signs and symptoms? There are 2 subgroups to bipolar disorder. There's mania and there is depression. For mania, it's jumpy or wired, increased energy, extreme euphoria, which is just an extreme state of happiness and self-confidence, decreased need for sleep, unusual talkativeness, racing thoughts, distractibility, and poor decision making. My main 2 were unusual talkativeness and racing thoughts. For depression, there's depressed mood, loss of interest, weight loss or weight gain, sleeping too much or too little, relentlessness, slow behavior, feeling worthless or guilty, indecisiveness, thinking about, planning, or attempting suicide. My 2 main ones were sleeping too much and feeling worthless or guilty. What are some common misconceptions about bipolar disorder? That the person is crazy, that mania is productive, that is just extreme moodiness, and that it is the same for everybody. The first thing my doctor told me when I got diagnosed is that I'm not crazy, and I choose to believe that. Mania is not productive. Mania is just feeling the extreme need to do something while having racing thoughts and no actual motivation. And it is not the same for everybody, as everybody experiences it differently. What are some treatment options? There's medications, there's continued treatment, which just means they have to have it every single day. There's day treatment programs that some doctors recommend, and in extreme cases, there's hospitalization. What are some medications? There's mood stabilizers, antipsychotics, antidepressants, and anti-anxiety medications. I am on mood stabilizers and anti-anxiety medication. What are some co-occurring conditions? These are just conditions that go along with bipolar disorder, and many people go through them if they are bipolar. Anxiety, eating disorders, ADHD, alcohol and or drug problems, and physical health problems such as headaches or stomach aches. I have anxiety and an eating disorder. What are the risk factors? These are just factors that make bipolar disorder worse, and it is extreme stress situations, drug abuse, and alcohol abuse. And here's a short YouTube video that explains bipolar 1 disorder.
I'm Dr. Ben Michaelis, and this is 1 Minute Diagnosis. Today I will be talking about bipolar 1 disorder. Bipolar 1 disorder is different from depression in that there is at least some form of mania present, which is why in order to make a diagnosis of bipolar 1 disorder, you first need to identify a manic episode. A manic episode is a period of elevated, expansive, or irritable mood, goal-directed activity, or energy lasting for at least 1 week. During this period, you need to see at least 3 of the following 7 behaviors: inflated self-esteem or grandiosity, a decreased need for sleep, an increase in talkativeness, racing thoughts, distractibility, an increase in goal-directed activity either socially, at work, or sexually, and excessive involvement in activities with potentially painful consequences like spending, drugs, alcohol, sex, foolish business investments. This period must be severe enough to cause an impairment in social or work functioning or require hospitalization. And that's bipolar 1 disorder in a minute. For other diagnoses, please visit drbenmichaelis.com.